We finally have fresh peppers from the garden, so it is time to put them to good use and make my favorite, hot pepper relish. As you can see, we have a variety of peppers, so let's get started. First, after you pick your peppers, you need to wash them really well, making sure to get any type of dirt, debris, whatever may be clinging to them, off so that they're nice and clean. Next, it is time to start cutting the peppers up. I start by cutting both ends off of the banana pepper, slicing it in half, removing that pulp in the center. You really don't want that in your relish. It can be quite bitter. So just remove that and the seeds and repeat with the bell pepper, except this time you're going to slice it down the center and cut out that core that is on top from the stem and remove the pulp as well. You want to make sure to get that top core out because you do not want that in your hot pepper relish. And then I also like to cut out that bottom little black spot. Once again, just making sure that you have both ends cut off and everything is clean. So there is our bowl of pepper. When it comes to adding the pepper to make relish, I like to slice them up finely and get them broken down, getting the process started easier. So basically, after you get everything cleaned and cored, it is time to start slicing them into smaller pieces. But this is not the end of your slicing, because now it is time to get out our Rustic Chopper. This is an heirloom that has been passed down through the generations of my family. And this is the true old-fashioned Appalachian way of making hot pepper relish. As you can see, you want to chop until it is nice and fine. You can do this in a mini chopper. However, there's something special about using this rustic tool to give you the best Appalachian pepper jelly you could ever have. So now we're going to chop in some jalapenos, which have just been put in whole and the top cut off to make it hot. Also to this, I add in some white onion. Next, it is time to create our brine for the hot pepper relish. So once you have everything chopped up, get a large pot and begin adding your ingredients. So you add equal parts vinegar and white sugar into your large pot. Once you have added all of that in, turn your stove eye on and add in half a tablespoon of salt. Then start stirring your brine until it is nice and incorporated. Then you want to get all of your chopped ingredients and pour that brine over it after the sugar has dissolved into the vinegar. Stir it in to make sure it's incorporated and cook it until the color of your peppers have changed and your onions become a nice semi-translucent color, as you see here. So everything is no longer bright in color. It has now faded slightly, which means that it is ready to be placed into your jars. The goal here is to have a little more juice than relish because it will absorb some of that brine as it sets in your cupboard. Then start by heating up your lids, placing them on your jars, and placing them into a water bath. And here is the final result. Perfect to top any meal.